Hello.
We're here
We're back.
for Jin.
It's Chewbacca Red versus
Chewbacca.
Jin Mono Yellow.
You may have noticed we didn't go anywhere if you were watching live.
Yeah.
But if you're not watching live, then hey, it's a whole new day. So much has happened in the meantime. We got Jin Yellow versus Chewbacca Red. About to throw down. Nathan does not have any wins. These Mono Yellow builds, they got some game.
So the important thing to remember is that you're not a control deck.
Yeah. I gotta get R2s.
You're not a control deck. If you're Mono Yellow,
You're going face.
yes, this is still in the loser bracket.
Yeah, this is the last of our loser bracket matches for now. We're gonna go back to the winners bracket after this.
Yeah, you are
This
not.
match, but that'll be next week. So
You are not a control deck. Your goal is to kill your opponent as fast as possible.
and disrupt them as much as you can.
Yeah,
to get
you've
there.
You've got some key disruption things. You get I
Control
kind
the
of like
tempo.
that, right?
Yeah.
Like it does feel more. It feels like the way blue should feel in Magic, where it's like you strategically make your opponent falter, and then strike in a particularly smart way to win the game. You played Vader Blue.
Oh, sick. Still loving that the wide variety of decks that are winning tournaments, right?
Yeah,
It's incredible.
you can pick something that really suits your playstyle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing about me playing Palpatine Yellow. I played against somebody who had a lot of reps with Han Green, but he did not have reps against my brand of Palpatine Yellow wackiness.
Yep.
And he was like,
I think you're aware of playing jank builds because of that.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, because your opponent is like, okay, well, I'm prepared. Like, I am prepared for surprise strikes and 4 causes and all this stuff, and then you play like a change of heart main deck, and your opponent's like, what's happening? So
Yeah, Niall, this tournament should be over by the end of June. So
yeah,
we'll be prepared to do some pre-gaming for the new set, and hopefully get a new set at ASAP in July. Very exciting. Someone did really well with the Tarkin deck.
nice. And the mini playstyles, yeah. So right now it's kind of like Magic. I guess you didn't play Magic, right? Was Keyforge your first card game?
I think Niall said he wasn't that into
Card gaming.
Didn't TCG it up.
Yeah. Did you play Hearthstone or Legends of Runeterra? Basically, you have, we'll call them 4 major archetypes in card games, okay? You have aggro decks, and your goal is to win the game before your opponent really knows what's happening. You play aggro decks because you have ADD, and you can't pay attention for more than 25 minutes to anything.
In the IRL.
And so you just want the game over, so you play aggro decks. But the goal is to be violent and aggressive and really fast, usually playing inefficient cards for short-term gain, and the idea is to end the game before the short-term inefficiencies doom you. You have mid-range decks, which will really want to squeeze the value out of all the cards they play. They're slightly slower than aggro decks, but mid-range decks want to they want all of the value. Okay, your units are going to be better. Like you usually have like some of the best statted units, the best costed units. Like they're very cost efficient. So mid-range decks play like a wide variety of cards. They'll have some early game interaction stuff, and they'll have some late game stuff, right? They're mid-range because they're the midpoint between aggro and our third archetype, control decks. And control decks are for those sick freaks that get off on telling people no every time they want to try to do something cool.
Yep.
The control decks are there to really just drag the game out to the point where they win the game with something big, right?
Or with mill.
With mill. You could even just mill your opponent out, right, in this game, because you start taking damage if you don't have any cards in your deck. And so, yeah, your goal is to bore your opponent to death. Your goal is to be a real sick freak. And our fourth archetype, which doesn't really exist in this game,
Not
is
yet, at least.
combo. Yeah, not yet. Combo decks want to assemble a very specific combination of cards to win the game on the spot.
Now, we might see a combo deck using this card. I'll just pull up right now.
Yeah.
That we got spoiled today. Endless Legions. This is a legendary, the double command legendary. Reveal any number of resources you control. Play each unit. Revealed this way for free, one at a time.
Yeah. So that
it costs 14.
That card is particularly. It's a very absurd effect, but it will likely win the game. I would hesitate to call this a combo card. There might be ways to cheat this card into play earlier.
So I think the way it would be a combo card is if there is a combination of units that when they're put into play they can somehow win the game. Like say Devastator and like Mahdi.
Yes.
And something that gives Devastator ambush like the guy, the Imperial guy.
Yeah.
So there's ways to assemble a one turn kill, I think, with that.
Yes, you could. You could play Piet. You could play, in theory, there might be a bounty unit you give to your opponent. So you could have a bounty unit that you play in space to give to your opponent, and then you play Devastator and blow up Mahdi. You play Mahdi, you play Devastator. Devastator kills Mahdi, readies Devastator. It ambushes, kills that bounty unit, tramples a bunch of damage with ambush through Piet, and then readies for Mahdi, and then you can attack for 10 again. And that may not kill everybody.
That's a lot of damage.
But that's a lot of damage.
And then you also have a bunch of stuff out.
Right, and then you got a pile of stuff that's on the table, so. Sanctum treasure chest thing. Yeah, it's like, this is a huge, it's like the, it's kind of like the Epic Quest, right? Like you play 7 Sanctum units and you forge a KA for free. So Casino Han, yeah, maybe. I'm sorry, I haven't even looked at my hand. I was doing a brief card game.
This is my mulligan, so
okay. Yeah, mulliganing. Yeah. So Epic Quest is a combo card, right? Keyforge is actually, like, if you love combos, Keyforge is a great game for you, right? Because there are decks that have specific combos that are, 1 in 20,000 decks might have that combo. So you may have a deck that could pull off a combo that nobody in your tri-state area could even do, right? So yeah, I mean, Keyforge is a game that bucks a lot of traditional card game wisdom, which is why it was so appealing. The very original review that I wrote for Keyforge was that it was a card game for people who were absolutely jaded with card games. If I were to write a review for Star Wars Unlimited, I would say that this is a card game for people who for card game connoisseurs, right? Like, this is the card gamer's card game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've played a lot of card games, and this game, man, it does a lot of stuff really, really well. So.
Yeah,
probably
there's no
one.
Yeah. So you could be stuffing, like, if you're playing Hero, you could be stuffing like Devastator under there, right, and still be able to hit it. It's just whatever you put into your resource row, you could play.
All right, I'll resource
Did
this.
we roll? We didn't roll.
No, we haven't.
8.
19. Yellow Sabine. I think.
Yellow Jin.
Yeah, sorry, Yellow Jin. I have initiative, so I think attachments are bad. Right? I play my dude, you play your dude, I grab
Jin's
initiative.
playing 12 bounce spells.
Yeah, I play my attachment, and then you waylay me, right? And I go back to the Stone Age. Okay, so I will play Sabine.
I guess not 12, it's 9. I'll play C-3PO. I'll say 3.
All right, I will take the initiative.
Pass.
All right, all of my arguments from the previous turn still stand. Okay, I will attack you for 3.
I'll play a wing leader. Buff 3PO.
I'm gonna play a Star Wing Scout.
The frick?
Yeah, I like it with Chewbacca, right?
Yeah.
You can Sentinel it in with Chewbacca.
I'll attack Sabine.
I will take the
I'll say
initiative.
3. Okay.
Take the
Pass.
initiative.
Okay.
Alright. Get damage. Or attack with a Star Wing.
I'm supposed to
Yeah.
take it 1 more damage.
Yeah, 1 damage from Sabine. I am gonna have the Star Wing attack you for 4.
Play R2.
I'll play Kanan.
I'll surprise strike 3PO into Kanan.
Okay.
And I'll say 2. Alliance X-Wing.
Alright, I'll take initiative.
Give you 2 cards. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and take this out.
Okay. It's like another. If it got 8 damage in, and
That's a problem. Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely a problem.
yeah, that would be cracked. I guess that goes there. All right, I am gonna Chewbacca in R2D2, and we'll take a look at the top card. I'll leave that right there.
I'm gonna Spark of Rebellion.
My hand is Mace Windu, Electrostaff, C3PO.
Let's get Electrostaff.
Okay. I am going to C3PO, and I will say the number 2, and it is a regional governor.
I'll surprise strike R2 and R2.
Okay.
Leave that there.
I'm gonna regional governor and say cunning.
Attack your base. Could also Jin into the governor. I'll Jin into the governor.
Okay.
And then say 4 and draws cunning.
Okay. I'll get initiative.
I'll pass.
Oh, right. C3PO is going to attack other C3PO, evil C3PO, who's killed so many people. I will say the number 3. Okay.
I'll attack the regional governor.
Toast. I am going to Chewbacca C3PO and say the number 1. This C3PO is going to explode. The top card is R2D2.
I'll deploy Jin.
I am going to play R2D2, and we'll take a look at the top card. I'll leave that there, I think. We'll put it under. I got Luke's in here. Let's get to the Luke's. How about that? I think when I start casting Luke's, I think the yellow deck starts getting in trouble. So,
Yeah. I'll I'll play Cunning. I'll bounce 3PO and give Jin +4.
Okay.
I guess I could have discarded your Mace Windu, huh? That sounds better. I'll discard a random card and then bounce 3PO.
Okay, so that's okay.
That's better.
I will play C3PO, and then I will say the number 3 is Yoda.
I'll play Lethal Insurgent. So you draw and discard.
At random?
At random. Mace Windu.
I'll take initiative.
Okay. If I kill a droid, I think I need to start doing damage. I'll take it for 4. And pass.
I want all these cards. All right, 3 cards. It's Chewbacca time.
Cunning. Exhaust. Exhaust. +4 somebody. Still doesn't kill freaking Chewbacca in 1 hit. Pretty annoying.
It's one of those things, you play the game and you realize how well designed it is, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Chewbacca, like legit, really a pain in the ass to kill, right? I'm gonna play Yoda.
Fight Chewbacca.
This is, it binds all things. We're gonna take this damage and we're gonna dump it right there.
Well, that's a problem. I'll take initiative.
Okay. R2 will attack your base for 1. We'll take a look at the top card. We'll put that card under. Okay, and then I'll pass. I won't resource anything here.
Han Solo and Chewbacca. Bang.
No!
Bang.
I'm gonna play Obi-Wan.
Take initiative.
Yoda's gonna slap R2D2 to death. Mine! Mine! I'll restore to. R2D2 is gonna go to your base for 1 and take a look at the top card. And then C3PO is gonna attack your base for 1, and I'm gonna say the number 2, and it is Luke's lightsaber. And then I will pass.
Is Jin the worst leader in set 1? Probably, yeah.
I definitely need this 8th resource somewhere in the game.
Okay, let's kill Obi-Wan.
Alright, just like in the movies, Han Solo shoots Obi-Wan. Alright, Obi-Wan's gonna buff Yoda. And I draw a card thanks to Obi-Wan. If it's a force unit, draw a card. Alright, so Yoda is a 4 or 5 now. Cards. If I attack you for 4, what are you doing? What's going on down there? Okay. I think I hit you for 4 and restore 2.
I'll spark.
All right. My hand is Yoda, Electro Staff, Luke's Lightsaber, Force Throw.
Force throw.
You don't want me throwing your other Han Solo
That's
at...
terrifying.
You have 5, 6 open there?
Yep.
Okay. Let's put Luke's lightsaber on R2-D2.
I'll cunning. I'll bounce R2 and +4 gen.
Okay.
Surely this 4 damage will go to your base this time.
I'm gonna play R2-D2 and actually I just Chewbacca R2-D2 in. Yeah, sounds good to me. Chewbacca R2-D2 in. Take a look at the top card. We'll leave that right there.
I'll lay a 3PO.
Okay. I will Electro Staff Yoda.
He has 7 health.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll take initiative.
Okay. I think 8 resources is fine.
My thought process there is I'm trying to rip a thing to bounce Yoda before he can crack me, as opposed to just killing R2 and then you taking initiative.
Right. Yeah, that's why I played it on him. Right. Is Jin's damage is just gone at that point, right?
Yeah.
So
I'll play Bodhi.
Kanan, Yoda, Jedi lightsaber. Okay, Yoda is going to beat Han's. I might just no. I'll beat Han Solo to death.
Okay.
So I will take 6. I restore 2. I'm already full. So.
Oh yeah. You're in negative health now.
Yeah. I think in the rules, if you try to restore and don't have any health, you do damage to the opponent. Maybe.
That may be.
Maybe. Could be.
Leia can take out Yoda, right?
Yeah. I will choose to draw a card off of Yoda. Bang. -6 to Jin.
Let's just pack it up.
All right.
Right there.
Yeah, I think you'd slowly digest it. You were in trouble long before then, but that's the Icer, right? 3 Cunnings are gone. Even
they were also not good.
No, they were not. It was hilarious how bad they were. In fact,
they were really bad. Maybe that's somewhat my own fault. Well, yeah, I guess these are coming in.
Jin, worst leader confirmed. Can't even beat up a poor Wookiee. Nope, Chewbacca next set, looking pretty fun. He's got a bunch of Wookiee friends. Him and all his rowdy Wookiee friends are coming over tonight.
Ouch.
Okay, so if I do that, I actually change the.
You could do yellow, blue, Wookiee tribal. It's probably pretty good.
Yeah. Honestly, the 3/3 Wookiee with bounty exhaust a unit.
Yeah, he's great. Real solid. You play that in a lot of stuff, probably.
Yeah.
It's a good unit. The downside is not that bad.
I don't know what to take out. Honestly, the Star Wing was like MVP that game because I think I would have had no cards in hand based off of what you drew with C3PO. Plus, like I got bodied twice and sparked twice. I would have been on fumes without the Star Wing. Plus, the Star Wing like stymied your space.
Yellow Wookiee's pack filler? That's crazy talk. That guy's good. That guy will be in constructed
Pack
decks.
filler?
That was wrong. Also, he's great in limited.
This guy's never played Dajaric with a Wookiee, I can tell you that. It's pretty loosey goosey with the anti-Wookiee slander. I guess these. I guess I would prefer. Yeah. I prefer these. I prefer these over those. Okay. Matches up. Yes. That guy matches up well. You don't want to bounce him. Sideboarded in the Wilderness Fighters.
Okay.
I can Chewbacca them in. They've got a shield, so they can absorb. They can absorb an attack. Since they have shield, you don't really want to bounce them. Like especially if I've gotten shield value from them.
Okay. Three PO. 3. It's not.
Sabine.
Take initiative.
Pass.
Who's better in tournaments, Justin or Nathan? It depends on the tournament.
Justin,
we did pretty equivalently in Keyforge tournaments, actually.
Yeah, eerily. We've finished the same amount of top cuts and Vault Tour wins and stuff like that. I've played more. Electro Staff reminds of things. I've played more Star Wars tournaments because the store that I work at runs them.
So in Star Wars we haven't really had much opportunity to tournament it up though.
Yeah,
especially official tournaments.
I'm closer to the store in person, and so I get there easily. Justin would have to drive a little bit longer. I'm gonna deploy Yoda with Chewbacca.
Attack Yoda.
Okay.
And say 3. I cannot R2. I cannot rip an 3PO.
All right, does Sabine take out Bodhi or does Sabine take out C3PO? I think if I drag the game on late enough, I win. So I think I crash Sabine in there.
Okay, take initiative.
Pass. There was also an argument to just like take initiative, but Dang, dude. All right.
All cunning. Do I even do this? Yeah, all cunning. I'll discard random card and do +4. Big deal. Okay, okay.
If I had a Yuta, I'd just be slamming Chewbacca here,
Yeah,
but I don't.
for sure.
Jedi lightsaber on Yoda.
Okay, I'll attack you brace for 5 and say 3. Hey, Fleet Lieutenant.
Okay. Do we have Yoda murder C-3PO here, or do I just go into your base? I think 5 to your base, pretty good. I also get to restore 2. Yeah, that's fine. 5 to your base, restore 2.
Take initiative.
Pass. Oh Lord.
Okay.
Murder is always correct. And morally defensible, I think.
It's only a droid.
Yeah, it's not even a murder in this case.
I'll play a Cantina Bouncer and bounce the Yoda.
That's just property destruction.
Don't put that Jedi lightsaber back in your hand.
I want to.
Don't do it.
Yoda with Chewbacca.
I will take initiative.
I'll pass.
Hold. Okay. I'll play Fleet Lieutenant. I'll have 3PO fight your base for 3.
Okay.
And I'll say 3. It's a Fleet Lieutenant. It is he.
Cards in hand, like 1,000.
5.
Obi-Wan.
I'll play Jin.
Yoda's gonna fight the Cantina Bouncer. I'll restore 2.
You Restore 2. I'll spark.
It binds all things, a force through.
I guess it is. It binds all things. Take initiative.
Yeah, I'll take initiative.
Yeah, force throw. I shouldn't have sparked there. I didn't realize you were tapped out. Or it didn't register with me that you were tapped out. I thought you were going to bind some things for the next action.
I was not happy to tap for Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I think I messed up real bad, actually.
You had Waylay?
No, but I have ways to kill Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Let's just reverse that. I can't. I need that's like horrible. That's like really bad.
Okay.
I can't do Jin like that. I'm gonna play this Fleet Lieutenant and fight Obi-Wan.
Okay. Yoda is gonna get buffed, and I'm gonna draw a card.
Yeah. And then I can have the Cantina Bouncer fight the Yoder.
Okay. I'll draw a card.
Jin took 3 from Obi-Wan. Yes, that's extremely important. Okay, and then I'll pass.
Okay.
Handle sources. I need way more reps with mono yellow. It is not easy to play. Yeah, okay.
All right. I'm gonna Chewbacca in a wilderness fighter. Or is it just bad? Nah, I think it's not easy to play. Card like Cunning has 4 options on it, right?
Yeah, it's so easy to choose the wrong thing.
You can just choose the wrong one.
Yeah.
Right. You can have in your head, hey, this is the version I need to win the game, right? And just, choose the wrong one.
Play Wing Leader on Jin.
Okay. I am gonna play Guardian of the Wills.
Play Cunning. Jin 4. Bounce the Wilderness Fighter.
I am going to Force Throw.
I'll discard Spark of Rebellion.
Okay, I'll kill Wing Leader.
I'll attack your base for 3.
I'm gonna Force Throw.
Cunning.
I'll kill the Fleet Lieutenant.
Attack your base for 1. I'll say 3. Bodhi.
Okay, I will take the initiative.
Attack your base for 10.
Sure.
And then pass.
I'll resource nothing here. I am
Wilderness Fire should be in hand. Is Wilderness Fire in your discard pile?
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah. Good call. I'm going to deploy Chewbacca.
Play Bodhi.
All right. Binds all things, forces with me.
Let's get the forces with me.
I am cards in hand.
2.
Okay. I will play the Starwing Scout.
Play Rogue Operative.
Gen is 6, correct?
Yeah.
Guardian of the Wills will attack your base for 2.
Attack Chewbacca. You binds all things to kill. Whatever you want. But I guess you swing on me for 1,000,000 first. I do have the health to sustain that. Alright, I'll attack Chewbacca.
Okay. I take 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tell the fleet lieutenant to eat shit, I think.
Okay. He's dead. I'll take initiative.
Take out Jin, take out Bodhi, take out the Rogue Operative. Jin has to come to me. Rogue Operative can sneak around like a thief in the night. Chewbacca is if Chewbacca is at Jin needs 9-4, so Chewbacca has to be at 6 attack or more. Kill Jin, which killing the Rogue Operative would. It also keeps you from bodying. Alright, Chewbacca's going to kill the Rogue Operative just to get rid of the Saboteur there. Alright, and then I'll pass.
Yeah, that guy might actually be kind of key.
Right, because you could, like, see, you know, surprise strike me, and that's that, so. Resource nothing.
Han Solo.
Yeah.
I would appreciate that. But I don't know how to get on their radar to get spoilers, so besides having been a content creator for this game before it came out.
Yeah.
Which we were not.
I mean, well, technically we did. We did do a starter deck video that did.
But this is way before that. They had that intake form or whatever.
Yeah. Electro Staff on Guardian of the Wills.
I'll attack your base for 6.
I am going to take initiative.
Okay. I'll attack your base for 3. I will attack your base for 1. And say 3. And pass.
Seven. Okay, I guess we'll leave it like that. I am going to Chewbacca in the Wilderness Fighter.
I'm gonna waylay.
Okay, let's get. Okay, move on. Oh, I think if C-3PO missed one more time early, maybe it's the not killing him that ended up costing me the game. Because you had one card left in hand. I assume that was Han Solo.
Yeah.
And so if I force throw Han Solo, that is the game.
Yeah.
If I killed Jin with Chewbacca, I don't know. Right, Chewbacca died for free.
I think
anyway.
it was either fine. It was like fine with me either way, right?
You get to Han somebody else then, right? And you Han
because
by one force.
Chewbacca had to die to kill Jin.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
It was the wing leader and all that stuff. So
yeah, these have been fun to watch. Honestly, the Jin yellow deck is fun to play. It's just like it's tough.
I mean, would it have killed the Chewbacca deck to draw something that cost 7? Right? Like a Luke somewhere in there. We were hanging out at that resource total for quite a while.
About Luke.
A Mace Windu would have done it because Mace Windu would have killed everything on the ground and then Jin.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, I mean there's a lot that could have gone right there, and I feel like I was I feel like I had outs for a good chunk of that game. I just didn't draw into them. All right, let's take out 2, put in these. I think that may have won the game as well. Wait, does sideboard out units? I don't think so. I think the stuff that's getting picked apart in this matchup is my non-unit cards. They're susceptible to Bodhi. You stay in. Maybe get rid of you. Alright, I'll do something like that, maybe. If you could stay out of my hand, if you could stop bouncing my dudes, if you could just...
That's what I hold. That's my whole plan.
You could just do all that would be nice.
That's all I do here,
Give me this initiative. Give me this initiative. See if I'm going to let a droid hang around this game. Alright, so the options for Star Wars, I put these in the Discord. The options for Star Wars are Emperor Palpatine, Episode 1 Anakin. What was the third one? We'll do Bib Fortuna.
You have like 2 lines.
Well, that's all you need.
That's true.
But it was the third. No, yeah. I could just do. I could just do generic Jabba's Palace roleplay. Jabba's Palace screensaver roleplay, right? Where it's just the sounds of Jabba's Palace around you. We've got some soothing jizz music.
I can't do Jar Jar, I don't think.
Sice Noodles and the band are playing. Yeah, I think me doing a Jar Jar voice is some sort of microaggression these days.
Yeah. Okay. Episode 1 Anakin.
Episode 1 Anakin. All right. Well, 3PO, you're in play now. I'm going to say the number 3. Yes.
I too have a 3PO. I would say 3. It was not 3.
Okay. I'll take initiative.
Well, 3PO.
I'm leaving on a starship. Did episode 1 Anakin even meet R2-D2?
Yes, because he was in the hangar bay, I believe.
It was
R2 was on the ship with.
Was he the astromech?
Yeah.
Was he the astromech?
Yeah, he gets like blasted.
Does Anakin fly with R2-D2?
Yes.
Now it's what I forgot all the quips, all the dumb quips that he made while he's flying the thing. It's like unwatchable.
It's not unwatchable. It's great.
I'll
try spinning. That's a good trick.
Yeah. I'll try Sentinel. That's a good trick. Sentinel R2-D2. Yeah. We'll leave that card right there.
I'll play a rogue operative.
C3PO will attack into your base for 1. I'll say the number 7. So while we grant you a seat on the Jedi Council, young Anakin.
I'll 3PO into R2.
All right.
I'll say 3.
I am going to play Sabine.
I'll take initiative.
We'll pass.
I wish I could drop both droids like you. Base for 1. I will, I'll say 3.
I'm going to force is with me Sabine into the rogue operative. And then I'll use her ability to do 1 damage to your base. Are you an angel?
Pretty bad. I will spark.
Your choice.
God. Ugh. Luke it is.
R2 is going to attack your base for 1.
Look at your shop card.
Oh, yeah.
I'll confiscate a experience token.
Ooh. C3PO is going to attack your base for 1, and I'm going to say that 2. It's Electro Staff.
Take initiative.
Pass. Legendary Double Cunning board bounce event for set 2. It's a double cunning thing. It costs like 7 and
bounce
returns everything to the.
That's got to cost like 10 or something.
Nah, it could cost 7, right?
7?
8 kills everything. 7 puts it all back in your hand.
Is that better though? Because
I don't even think
you get your synergies from your cunning stuff, right? Your cunning's all like your one play abilities.
Has to be more expensive. More expensive than 7. I have no choice. It wouldn't be a trick, right? Like because it wouldn't necessarily be. I
feel like it's got to be at least 9.
Cunning is what, innate? I think all those are innate.
Yeah, I think they're innate.
I think that deck's problem is honestly consistency.
Yeah. I'll attack Sabine.
Okay.
Say 2.
You take 3 damage. R2D2 is going to kill his friend, C3PO. The imposter C3PO. I'll take a look at the top card. I'll leave that right there.
Take initiative.
C3PO is going to pick up an Electro Staff. He's going to beat Fleet Lieutenant to death. He's bumbling around in the control area. I'll say 4. It's Kanan. Then I'll play Yoda. And then I'll pass.
I'll bounce your 3PO.
Feels
real bad. I guess the problem in this deck is if things don't if your opponent is doing doesn't line up with how you want to disrupt your opponent,
it falls apart.
Then
fast.
It's really bad.
Yeah. It falls apart hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yoda to your base. Restore 2 from me.
I'll deploy Jin.
Honestly, I don't care who you attack of these two. I'll have RTD2 attack your base for 1.
Okay.
And look at the top card. I'll leave that right there.
I'll kill Yoda.
I guess I draw the card. I'm gonna deploy Kanan.
Play R2.
I'm going to deploy Regional Governor and say Cunning.
Take initiative.
And I will pass. This is the slump of a confident man.
Yeah.
This is the slump of a confident man.
Okay. I'll attack the regional governor.
Dead. I will deploy Chewbacca.
Play Cunning. Exhaust. Kanan, Chewbacca. +4 the bouncer.
Three open.
Mm-hmm.
R2D2 will attack your base for 1. Does he fight the other R2D2? Very interesting proposal here. Yeah, he'll fight the other R2D2. And look at the top card. We'll leave it right there.
Play Bodhi.
Alright, my hand is Mace, Obi-Wan, Kanan. It binds all things. I am going to Mace. Let's get R2. Already.
I'll attack Chewbacca.
For 7.
Yeah.
Hit you for 5. You take initiative. Chewbacca dies. I take initiative. Chewbacca kills Jin, and then I think, I think you're in real bad shape. Or Chewbacca just goes 9 to your dome. 9 to your dome, put you to 16. I take initiative. I think taking initiative here is like absolutely. I get to use Chewbacca.
I'll pass.
Draw 2. Resource that. Yeah, Chewbacca to your base for 9.
Fight.
I'm gonna force throw you.
Spark.
I'll do the 2 damage to Jin.
Wing Leader.
Mace will kill the bounty, the Katina bouncer. This party's over.
It's so over. I would have done high quit.
If it weren't for the content.
Yeah.
This is what content brain does to you.
Oh, kill Kanan.
Kill Jen.
Take initiative.
R2 attacks your base for 1. How much damage has it got in R2? Has R2? That's a lot, right?
A lot, yeah.
Alright, take a look at the top card. Okay, we'll leave it right there. I'll play C-3PO. We'll say 3. It's the Wilderness Fighter. We will play Kanan. And I will pass.
Right, we can stop now.
Oh, but I haven't played Luke Skywalker yet.
I thought you were just gonna jam it that turn for BM purposes. I guess it doesn't really.
I didn't
it's
have
better
it.
to draw a card. I thought you did have one. In
You
your hand.
sparked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
remember.
That's right. That's right. Okay, that's over.
Chewbacca.
That's over with. No more Jin.
Give each player 1 turn.
We may never see Jin again ever on the stream.
Yeah.
It's very possible. Unless some random meta deck appears for Jin in like 2 years. I don't know. Or whatever. I kind of doubt it.
Okay, so her problem is that she has 1 keyword, right? That's her problem.
Right. So the only build around is Rebel.
Yeah. So
and that's not.
there's
not
like
really gonna get that
we
much
don't
more Rebel
see
stuff.
any like Rebel synergies popping up in the next set, right?
Not much. You'll probably see like a smattering of Rebel and Imperial cards from here on out, but nothing like, oh, here's a bunch of new synergy.
Yeah.
It'll be like, oh, we get 1 new Rebel card this set. Oh, we get 2 or 3 new Imperial cards the next set.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
There might be and the first set had cards with like the New Republic keyword
right.
and the Resistance.
So I think you'll see all these like
but they don't
smattered into other sets.
Nothing in the first set is like New Republic matters.
Exactly.
Nothing in
saw
the first set
cards as well.
Resistance doesn't matter, right? Same thing with Underworld cards, right? Underworld cards didn't do anything. Now you're going back and you're looking at every single card that's got Underworld on it.
Yeah.
And you're like, what kind of value can I get from this? So.
Which is another cool design.
It feels like they designed
long-term planning.
It feels like they designed it with the long term in mind, right?
Which is really cool.
That was not the LCGs that we played. It was always all of the stuff in a block was designed, and because the cards trickled out a chunk at a time, you would have stuff that was really, really broken, and then would get solved with some stuff that was coming out later in the cycle. It's just like the stuff that was the answer to it wasn't there, right? And this game doesn't feel that way, right?
Yeah.
So
it's all there. All the answers are there. Never played Chaotic. I never played Chaotic.
I'm vaguely aware of Chaotic, so
that's it. That's all. Keyboard has to use traits this way. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
traits is a really cool way to sort of like create those synergies.
Yeah, traits are are definitely I don't know. They feel like they're just the core part of card gaming now, right?
Yeah, right.
Everybody wants to build theme decks, right?
And Fantasy Flight sort of pioneered traits for the most part. I'm not saying like creature types didn't matter in Magic or anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you go all the way back to '93, you had Mons, Goblins, Raiders, and stuff like that. Like in the very first. So this was like one of the things about the very first set of Magic that goes kind of unheralded is that there were only 2 creatures that were 1/1s for 1 that had no abilities on them. But they were, one was Merfolk with the Pearl Trident, and the other one was just the Goblin.
So their value was their trait.
Because you had Lords
ultimately
in the set, right?
Yeah.
So
Curdyp was sick.
Yeah, Curdyp is a good card.
It was good for a long time too.
Yeah, it got power crept by like Wild Nakatl and stuff like that, right? But
and like way more stuff now.
Yeah. I mean, you got
way more.
You have a Tarmogoyf that costs 1 black now that can play itself from the discard pile, right? Like so. Because Tarmogoyf wasn't even good enough, right? And Tarmogoyf was like a staple for a long time. So it was actually an interesting point. Somebody was talking about modern Magic and how it's basically 0 cards from 2011 to 2018, which is a 7-year period of cards that are legal for Modern. And in that 7-year period, essentially 0 of them see play in Modern itself.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
Right? That should blow your mind.
It does in fact blow my mind. I almost can't believe it.
Yeah. So, because
people need a fact check on that, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's because when they made Modern Horizons 2, they basically printed cards directly into Modern.
Yeah, right.
Because you had cards like Ragavan, which is like absurd.
Could you imagine? That card's crazy.
Could you imagine a Ragavan in
a standard
in this game in SWU? Can you imagine
Ragavan? Ezra could play cards off the top of your opponent's deck.
It would be like,
and it gives you an extra resource.
Ezra gives you a token resource, right, that blows up somewhere in the game.
And
right?
Ezra costs 1.
Yes. Also, yes. And you can dash him, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't Ragavan have dash?
Yeah. It does have dash.
Right? Like that's the absurd thing about Ragavan, right? Imperial credit token. Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah,
you can use Imperial credit tokens to play cards without an aspect penalty.
There you go. All right, that's the old stream for today. We'll be back next Monday.
Yes.
So take a Sunday off.
Yeah.
We'll be back next Monday for more. And we'll be back to the winners bracket. Let me just complete this. Look at that thing again. We'll see where we're going to be at. Chewbacca
That was a
wins.
2-1. That was a 2-1.
I'm not recording that. All right, so we're back to the top here, right?
Yep.
So Vader Green versus Luke Blue, and then Krennic Green versus Herrick Green. So that'll be interesting too. Krennic Green's
Hera as a deck, I feel like, is living on.
Hera is hanging. She beat Krennic Red. She beat Leia Red.
Yeah, Krennic Red sucked though.
Well,
also we didn't know what we were doing with Leia at the time.
That's true. That's also true.
We've come a long way. I think we've grown a lot as players through the progress.
Well,
of the
certainly,
tournament.
that's the whole point of the tournament.
Yeah, well, and that's like the playing multiple heroes, playing multiple strategies, right?
Yeah.
Is to learn all the stuff. Yeah,
I'm still not quite there. Like I pick up a deck and fumble around for a while, and eventually, probably by game 3, I'm figuring it out.
It's honestly, I feel like we have a lot of transferable skills from Keyforge because cards have different values and different matchups, right? And you have to sit down and figure it out as you kind of go.
Yeah, like what card do you never resource in this matchup, kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's super important there?
Yep.
For me, like that matchup, hanging on to some kind of bounce was really important. Having a way to strip off the attachments. You guys checking out Altered TCG.
So the store that I work for, we're gonna cautiously invest in Altered somewhat.
So we're not pick up like a starter to try out.
Yeah, we're not going whole hog on it. And I was seeing it's a card game where there's like multiple versions of cards, right? Like the cards that are printed have different versions of them, and so from what I saw, the general buzz about it, it's like positive. It's like, oh, this is kind of neat, right?
If you get a starter, we can always do a starter deck stream.
Yeah. I
check it out.
I will buy. This is my promise to the card game manufacturers of America. If your game has some sort of interesting premise, I will buy a 2-player starter and play it.
Yeah.
Period. I don't care. It means it, like I may never play the game again, but I do want to know how the game plays. I want to see what the cool stuff's going on.
I like knowing how card games have been designed.
Altered cards do have QR codes on them, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, they all have a QR code on them, so there's some unique thing about them. I don't know the full gimmick to it yet. It's one of those I kind of wanted to like a game like this. A game like this. I wanted all the spoilers, but a game that I don't particularly want to invest in, don't really care about. Like, I don't
just
mind.
Check it out.
I don't mind having some exploration with it, right?
Yeah.
Approaching it as like the layman, and just kind of go from there, right? So,
okay. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of your week.
Goodbye,
and we'll see you.